Hello everyone. Bonjour. Assalamu alaikum. ¿Qué pasa, amigas? Mambo. Oh, nice. All right, so thank you so much. I'm really happy to see you guys all here. It's been quite a journey. All the consultations that you guys did through the difficult situations and the difficult environments just to ensure that we bring out and consolidate the youth voices across the world to be able to be heard in this conference. And this was consolidated into a strong, powerful message, which today I'm going to ask you to pull out. It's the Global Youth Road Safety Statement from your bags. And I want us to go through this because this is the product of our work, and this is our powerful message to all the leaders, stakeholders, decision makers, and all the key players in the road safety. So I'm just going to ask you to take them out as we go through this and deliver our message, of course, in anticipation of the Global Third Ministerial Conference. This is the Global Youth Statement for Road Safety, as declared by the youth of the world, gathered here today on February 18th in Stockholm, Sweden. Enough is enough. We, the youth of the world, gathering in Stockholm, Sweden, for the Second World Youth Assembly for Road Safety, unite and say, no more. No more to dying and getting injured on world's roads. We were born into a global crisis. Road traffic crashes have been the biggest killer of young people aged 15 to 29 for more than a decade. We are done with over 1,000 young people dying every day. Why is the world not panicking? Wake up. We, the youth, have been seen as problematic road users, as a group in the society that is reckless, takes risks, and overestimates their capabilities. Why then are young people more likely to die in low and middle-income countries than in high and income countries? It is the unsafe mobility system that is failing us. Stop blaming us and start engaging us. To protect and engage us. This Global Youth Statement brings together the voices of more than 1,500 young people who took part in youth consultations. It paints a vivid picture of what we experience every day on our unsafe roads. We, the youth, representing over 74 countries, proclaim, hear our voice and our call for immediate action. Not tomorrow, today. This is the reality we face from the different regions across the world. We, the youth of Africa, are forced to deal with badly designed road infrastructure, leading pedestrians to jaywalk and vehicles to be involved in serious crashes. A lack of basic education and awareness causes people to drive without proper training. The air pollution caused by unroadworthy vehicles is making us suffocate. We, the youth of the Americas, experience poverty, leading to poor public services. Many of the victims could have been saved if post-crash services were more efficient or adequate facilities even existed in the first place. Also, public insecurity and sexual harassment are major concerns that prevent women from using public transport. We, the youth of the Southeast Asia and the Western Pacific, are fed up of corruption leading to poor regulation and enforcement. Pedestrians get forced out of the sidewalk by vendors and vehicles. We see overcrowded and speeding public vehicles simply because drivers want to earn more. And still, not enough people are wearing helmets on two-wheelers. We, the youth of the Eastern Mediterranean, can't access safe and sustainable transportation. Wheelchair users in particular are required to wait hours for a bus due to the lack of disability-friendly systems across the region. We, the youth of Europe, need better infrastructure for cyclists and pedestrians, as well as safer road users. Problems like drunk and drug driving still exist, and mobile phone use behind the wheels have become pressing modern-day issues for all road users. These challenges affect us all in the same way, no matter where we are. These are our demands. We cannot trust that our decision makers will make the right decisions. We are therefore claiming our space at the decision-making table. We, the youth of the world, demand roads that do not kill our dreams. We want protection for vulnerable road users, children and youth on their way to get an education. Stop funding and building anything less than a 3-star road. We demand education for every road user so that we can afford formal and graduated driving training, the necessary safety equipment, and information on how to be safer. Slow down. Speed kills. We need established and enforced safe speed limits appropriate to the function and location of the road by transport authorities and the police. No more death trap cars on our roads. Get the unsafe vehicles off the roads and commit to a global vehicle safety standard. There is no planet B. We need safe and sustainable transport system to combat the climate crisis. Let us breathe. Laws. We need global helmet and seatbelt laws, laws that protect children in the backseat and have zero tolerance to drugs, alcohol, and distractions. We need the political will to enforce these laws. We know that every second counts. Post-crash care saves lives. We demand a quick and efficient response when the worst happens and justice for the road traffic victims. You need to stop blaming us and start engaging us. It's time to change your perception of youth. No more manipulation, declaration of participation for show. We want our needs, ideas, skills, and opinions taken into account. Use our boundless potential. We call on decision makers and stakeholders to invest in a global youth coalition, like what is here today, for road safety, to take the movement forward and enact these demands and commitments. We, the youth, must also be part of the road safety revolution. So, we decided to act. Remember, these declarations does not stop here. And beyond this assembly, the following are our actions, and these are the things that we dedicate ourselves to. And I request all of you to please read together with me as we go through what we will do as our commitment and actions. We start. We, the youth of the world, I need that power, I need that force. This is exactly what we are going to do outside this assembly. So we start again. We, the youth of the world, commit to the evidence-based solutions that will save lives and act as role models for safe road behavior to be the change we like to see. We know that road safety is a facilitator of SDGs. So we start. SDG 3 on health. Advocate for better road safety laws and enforcement. Quality form of non-motorized transport and better post-crash care. Calling for a new target to halve road deaths and injuries by 2030. On SDG 4, raising awareness and campaigning for safe road zones, promoting peer education on the importance of observing road safety rules. On SDG 10, reduce inequalities, petitioning for more meaningful youth representation in road safety decision making, fighting for women's rights to move safely and free of prejudices. On SDG 11, sustainable cities and communities, advocating to put vulnerable road users first in city designs, pressing local decision makers to invest in safer and sustainable infrastructures, vehicles, and road users. In the last one on climate action, advocating for safe and sustainable transport that is clean and green. It's time for real action. No more false promises or fake commitments. You have to pick a lane. Will you work with us to save lives and create a healthier world? Or will you confess to your children in 2030 that you did nothing to stop the global road safety crisis? We are the youth of the world. We are here today. These are our demands. These are our commitments. And if you believe in this, I want us to shout loudly, as loud as we can, that we are claiming our spaces. 3, 2, 1, go. Let's go. We are claiming our spaces. We are claiming our spaces. We are claiming our spaces. Thank you. Thank you. We are claiming. Please bring it up, raise it up, lift your declarations up, and we are claiming our spaces. 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 Thank you.
It was amazing.
Yes, and we would like to thank Alex for such a powerful speech and an even more powerful declaration. Woo! So I would also love to highlight that the statement has been sent to all of you, and we have received your feedback and incorporated it. But now it's time to hear from you now. If you have any feedback, any thoughts, anything that you would like to share with us after such a powerful speech that was given by Alex. So after reading the statement out loud, would you like to give us any more feedback, any comments you'd like to share with us? Yes? Okay.
Good morning to you all. My name is Nkateko from South Africa. You know, in all our individual spaces, we try and do as much as we can. But when you find yourself here, I just want to say, I feel inspired. I feel proud to be part of young people who are out there to change the world. And after reading that declaration, you know, that fire of youth is burning within. I feel like, you know what, we can claim our spaces and we can make the positive change, man. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yes, thank you. Any more thoughts? Yes?
Yes, Simon is my name from Nigeria. Yeah, I'm so excited. I'm very happy to have gone through this and for the energy exhibited by my brother Ayub. One thing I would like us to do, beyond reading this declaration here and also reading it at the Global Ministerial Conference, I need us as individuals, as we should take this personal to different countries and make sure we meet ministers who are participating at the third Global Ministerial Conference, hold them accountable and make sure that some of these demands are met. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And yes, we will take it back to the ministerial conference, 100%. So one last share of thought.
My name is Maklio Mapfumo from Zimbabwe. It's a fact that by 2030, most of us in this room are going to be leaders, either ministers, I personally as a president. So what's going to happen now? So what's going to happen now is if we don't act to the things that we have declared today, the young people by 2030 are going to hold us accountable for the things that we promised them that we are going to do it, but we did not do it. So what we need now to do is we need to support each other. We are now following each other on many platforms. If someone is doing something, let's support them. Let's make that noise to make sure that whatever we're going to do in our respective countries, it's going to work. See you in 2030. I thank you.
Thank you so much. I can feel the energy is getting more and more. Who wants to top it up? One last, yes. Okay.
Hi, I'm Farah from Jordan. I just want to highlight as well, on top of what's said, that it must not stop on us. Like, we have to disseminate knowledge and to show more awareness to our friends, to our families, to highlight that this is wrong what you're doing. You're using your phone, you're taking selfies, or you're making videos while you're driving. This is totally wrong. And actually yesterday it was discussed that should we be polite in that matter, in the road safety matter. And for the past 10 years, we were maybe polite, but maybe we should try to be, let's say, more consistent of the idea that there's something wrong and we have to do something about it. Thank you.
Thank you. Any last feedback? Oh, wow, okay, yes.
Hi, good morning, everyone. My name is Benton. I'm from Kenya. I feel like I'm in Nairobi right now. We were talking with my colleagues, Ayub and Linda, and the other Linda here. This feels like Nairobi. Moha has brought the streets of Nairobi inside here. But we feel really safe because we have these four walls. In Nairobi, it's not the same because of all the chaos that our public transport and generally our transportation is. So as my friend from Zimbabwe has said, we need to support each other when we go back home. We are at Hasselt University doing this amazing master's course in transportation sciences with a specific focus on road safety in the Global South. So it really applies to all of us. If you'd like to talk to us more, maybe you can support us because we are learning and we are taking the knowledge back home. So we are in Belgium, and when people ask you, what are you planning to do after your course? I'm like, yeah, I'm going back home to Africa. They're like, what? You want to go back to Africa? I'm like, yes, we are taking this knowledge there. So we really appreciate this. It's a very humbling experience. And the organizers, the co-chairs, thank you very much for accommodating all of us. It's the diversity. It is not elitist at all, as all these big world gatherings are known to be. So we really appreciate the diversity that we have seen here. Thank you.
Thank you. One last. Yeah, we have one last comment here. Yeah.
Hi, my name is Presley Connor. I'm from the United States of America. I'm here with SAD, which is Students Against Destructive Decisions. And I just want to note that it's super important that as we gather here, you know, we're all youth. We're here at the World Youth Assembly. But it's important to note that back home, there are so many youth like us who also have a fire for road safety and for promoting this. So as you engage your politicians and engage your adults and engage your teachers, not forget those adults and those students. So go to those schools and go to those homes of those children and those youth, and because there's so many that are just like us who also want to be involved and engaged. So as the leader of those youth, go to them and be that mentor, because like so many others have said, at one point, we're going to become those adults. So we need to train that next generation of youth and engage those students. So keep in mind that there are so many back home at our respective countries who have the same mission as us. So be that leader and take what you learn here and bring it back to them.
Thank you. So it's been so inspiring beyond words, the comments that we just had now, and your energy, your motivation, and we would really love you to keep that, hold on to that. And now let's move to formally adopt the Youth Declaration.
So Alex has trained you well. Our formal sign of approval of the statement will be to raise your hands with a copy of the statement, okay? And do it really well. So.
Yeah, so really, really well, because for two things. We want to really say it up out there, and we also want to take a beautiful photo of you all formally adopting the declaration. So we want your hands up.
So those of you in favor of adopting the youth statement on road safety, please raise your hands.
Woo!
The declaration is adopted by acclamation.